Through Discord, yeah. Hello and welcome to the Broken Respawn podcast, where we have technical difficulties and everything is broken. As can be seen by the fact that Sarin isn't here.
That's green. That's broken.
He's green. He's broken. He's black. It's a black screen now. Oh.
He's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit and voice.
It's
was
Halloween.
actually.
He's a spooky one.
And that's fucked up.
And that's fucked up.
And that's fucked up. And that's fucked up.
Yep.
That right there. That right there. That's fucked up.
It's just chaos. It's just absolute chaos.
Well, yeah.
How are we all doing?
How are we all doing?
I'm good. I'm working.
I was gonna say, Arg's working. Arg's is the only one without any technical difficulties. I've been literally fighting the camera for the past 20 minutes. Sarin is now in a. Sarin has his effects on this time, which is kind of cool.
Holographic. Ooh.
Yeah.
I know I'm so fancy.
I'm just saying, it's the Final Fantasy side of the table that seems to be okay. It's Star Citizen side of the table that's not.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, let's just quickly fix the. I've got shit to fix now. Carry on. How are we doing?
Why do you have shit to fix now?
Because you're scaled differently on this screen.
Well,
I'll fix it.
in that case, I suppose someone else should take over. So how are we all doing today? I hope we are having a wonderful week. It's been a chaotic 2 weeks, culminating in tech issue after tech issue. But we do have the lovely Argick here to support us, which is phenomenal. Because we reminded him ever so early, i.e. last night, and haven't really made a plan for this one.
Not even last night. It was like 11 p.m. or something.
That's technically last night.
I mean, technically, sure.
As technically as we can get. But yes. Sounds like I'm in the bathroom. Oh, I know what's wrong.
Have a bathroom there.
So
my
in the
camera-
bathroom. That's a weird place for the green screen.
Does that sound better? Because that means because my microphone is picking up on the camera. That's why. Because I've had to pick up. I've had to swap to camera.
That sounds better.
Everything. There we go. Good.
Okay,
Excellent.
so your green screen effect is overlapping with my green screen effect. So you got to remove your.
Oh,
green
I've got to
screen
turn
effect on my camera.
Carry on.
Oh dear Lord!
This is definitely not.
I'm just assuming what I'm seeing on the screen side. I'm seeing it's not what everyone else is seeing. Everything looks fine to me.
There we go.
No.
That's better.
Just
It's
a
all
hole in
chaos.
Sarin's chest.
There we go.
I've been impaled.
Misa win now.
No, because Darth Jar Jar's canon again. Like,
Oh no!
I love it.
that Dark Falcon does look really.
Oh, that is such a sexy ship.
But
If I had the money, I'd go buy it, but I do not have the
Yeah.
money.
Too much to spend there. So we usually start these off with a bit of a recap of what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks. And as is the guest, I think we should cover Argick first. What have you been doing this week, Arg?
Struggling with all the video games that have came out. I don't know why devs have decided that October is the magic month, but why did you decide that October was the magic month? There has been so many games just across everything, like AAA, AA, indie, you name it. There's been like 4 games every day, and it's phenomenal. But my God, can I not keep up with everything? There's Dragon Ball, there's Zelda, there's Mario Party, there's the new Sonic X Shadow Generations, which was early access on Tuesday. Go play it, it's great. It comes out tomorrow. Then you've had the indie game front. We've got Windblown that's just came out. There's the Super 5 demo. There's Riftstorm. Then they've got the Ember Knights DLC. There's just so damn much. It's
Rivals of
wonderful.
Ether as well. That dropped yesterday.
Yeah,
was it?
Rivals of Ether 2 dropped their demo, and you're like, oh, come on.
I can't believe you're so erect.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, yeah. It's like it's too much.
Which
My wallet can
Zelda?
only get so much.
Yeah,
The actual Zelda one.
Yeah.
Where you play as Zelda.
Yeah,
the first Zelda
Echoes of
game was
Wisdom,
Zelda as. Yeah.
Echoes of Wisdom, the one on the Switch where you actually play as Zelda and you can spawn unlimited copies of everything that you have, including breaking the game.
I'm behind by a few games.
Yeah, I mean, you might be. Half of them are green screened.
Yes, yeah. Link's Awakening, Skyward Sword, and Breath of the Wild are the ones I've got here, and I've got all the other ones to finish. And I'm currently on, because I'm playing them in chronological release order, as close as I can. I'm on to Majora's Mask.
I'm so glad you said release order in there, because if you went, I'm playing them in chronological order, so I will open Pandora's box if you want me to.
Which time?
I'm glad
Wait, so I need to play part way through one of them. Go play the.
The Zelda timeline, Pandora's box. There are like what 3 official Nintendo books now, and they're all different because they keep adding and changing it. It's like thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, love it.
Absolutely crazy, but so good.
Yeah, but no, other than that as well, we've been doing some events, speedrunning event-wise. UKSG just happened. It was Glasgow's event in person. It was fantastic. I think we're going to be talking about more of that later on. Also did a few online events, as well as the joys of being able to stream from home, or that you can participate in online events. So we did Running Through Wonderland, which was a very successful event. It was a speedrunning event helping a friend with their to fund their transition surgery, which was really cool. It went really well. And yeah, just like it's just been stupidly busy, you know, like in a good way, but busy.
Yeah.
There's one thing. There's another thing that they want me to mention. I'm not mentioning it until they bring it up, so that's on them.
Well, I know you've also been doing some charity fundraising as well with, was it Huds and Nico?
We have been, yeah, that's been good. Huds has been doing his Hallow Stream fundraiser over the entire course of October. Had a phenomenal month going on here, and just recently we played some party animals, which was good fun. We did some party animals for the first
Caedes.
time. He basically kidnapped me and dragged me across the arena. It was
threw you in a washing machine.
And threw me in the washing machine, yeah. But we then got revenge on him, and he got his leg stuck in the airport conveyor belt. If it doesn't make sense for you, just play party animals, you'll see what we mean. But yeah, no, a lot of fun. It's been great doing all the different collabs and the fundraisers. He's still going till the end of October and a little bit into November, because obviously it's spooky week. He's going to be doing some spooky games as well. But the most spookiest thing of all that he's done was Crash Bash.
Yes, 201%, which is the cursed percent, and I don't know what possessed you to give that a go, because holy hell.
So what possessed us to give it a go is that we would like access to the PlayStation Nation speedrun Discord, and we thought we'll learn Crash Bash. That'll help. They have not yet let us in with any percent, so we thought we'll do 201%. We'll wait and see if they'll let us in. Please let us in.
Please.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Yes. Isn't the current leaderboard for it something between like 5 and 12 hours? Is that much of a disparity?
Yeah, so it's the case that like it's 5:47, so 5 hours 47 minutes is the world record. And the last place time is 13 minutes and 40, or 13 minutes and I think it's 40 something or 20 something. Or there's a finger pointing saying you probably have it.
I don't have it up, but I have the I have your run with your favorite bit, the orcas.
Oh, what's that? I love the orcas because the noise it makes when you're riding it is just, and you use the boost is just like you can spam it. It's brilliant. We spent an hour on that stage alone.
Oh,
like,
God.
I think it ended up being like about an hour and 5 minutes, specifically on the Platinum Relic. For those of you that haven't done Crash Bash speedruns, Crash Bash 201% speedruns requires you to get all 29 trophies, all 28 gems, all 28 gold relics, all 28 crystals, and all 28 platinum relics. The gold and the platinum relics are the hardest part of the speedrun because they require you to win 2 in a row against the champions or 3 in a row against the champions. And trying to do it 3 in a row, especially when you get 2 wins and then lose the 3rd one and have to go back to the start, is murder.
Yeah.
And that particular level, just for some reason, we could not get 3 in a row. We were able to get 2. Sometimes we got none, but we were able to consistently get 2. We could not get 3. It was like an hour and 5 minutes of doing it. Like, it was bad.
Didn't you give up and go and do a different level in there because you you'd got all the way through to the final platinum for this level, and you'd had enough of staring at this circle.
Yep, Hud's begged us. He was like, "Can we please go do the rest of the warp room?" It's like, "Yep, let's go do the rest of the warp room, and then we'll come back to it."
Yeah.
It was a time.
Yeah.
I particularly liked the levels with the carts on the 4 walls and you're bouncing the metal balls around each other. Those look really easy and completely consistent at all times.
Oh
definitely.
yeah, absolutely. The pinball stages, they're great. Honestly, they are actually fun. The only bad one is embolism, or as I like to call it, embolsum. Because it's the same tech, 4 goals. It's like hungry hippos, but you've got to keep them out instead of putting them in. And when engine just spins in the middle, like that's it. It's chaos. Good luck, and yeah. But we got through it, so we survived. We didn't beat 12 hours, unfortunately. We're not last, but we managed to do it in like 12 hours and 5 minutes or something, which
really close.
It was great. We never want to do it again.
No.
This is the thing. Like that was a long stream, and then afterwards, I was like, I want some good sleep. Did not get good sleep. Like the world went, no, you're getting punished for a day or 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a case of the running gag is what's the guide for this category? The guide is simply don't.
Yeah.
Now we know why.
Yeah.
The real question though is, did you get your fish and chips?
Oh yeah, no, I got a sausage supper. It was great. There's a moment in the run that if anybody says and watches it, where it's like we're in Warp Room 5, we're getting the relics. My camera goes off. That's me just trying to eat the fish and chips in like 10 minutes. It's like nom. It's like eat it in the middle of the speed run.
Yeah, this is literally you can see like a headphone behind it as Arg's just sat there in the corner shooting because he's just got one finger on a sausage and one finger on the button.
That's exactly what it is. Like I've hid myself away. I'm eating. We're in a specific level. It's like, Huds, I know you can do this solo because I managed it. He went for a bio break. I managed to do a relic. It's like, yo, we'll save this one for when I'm having food so you can do it. It did not go that well.
No.
It was a case of we need to come back. But we live, we learn. But for 12-hour streams and whatnot, you got to make sure you have a bite to eat and that during it. You know, we do like our 12-hour streams, but you got to be healthy while doing them.
Yeah, it's not like there's a lot of places in there that naturally stop. There's no long cutscenes or downtime. So.
Yeah, it
flashes back to my 24-hour streams where I barely leave the computer.
Yeah.
Oh God,
no,
yeah.
I did a 24-hour stream like way back in the day when I was a Babby streamer. I did it when Bayonetta 2 came out, which I'm so glad came out because it killed like 10 hours of the thing. But it was hard. Like, no, thank you. I will do them as a duo or I will do them in like a relay, but I never want to do them solo with anyone. No thanks.
Yeah, the only one I've ever done was Warcraft Classic when that dropped. We did about 4 of us, I think, all did a joint 24-hour stream. I swore never again. It's not worth it. It's just not.
Nah.
I think the longest stream I've done was between 12 and 18 hours, and that was a single Stellaris playthrough. And the only reason I made it was because it was me and like 10 people. We were just bouncing up. And by the end of it, it was just like, thanks, guys, off. I think that's how I ended it.
I think so.
That's how we ended ours as well. Like, we ended that run with, whoa, that was a great run. Right, I'm going to bed. Me too. Bye.
See, the thing is, with my stream as well, I had the viewers have the power to shut me off if I was starting to fade. Like, if any of my viewers was like, you are not doing good, they had a channel redemption option and it was literally C3PO going, oh, switch off, and everything shuts down on my end.
Yeah.
What about idea?
Yeah.
That's a smart idea, yeah.
I think you've still got that button.
If I'm not watching out for my own health, others can. And yes, that your e-stop is still programmed in.
Yeah. Yeah, when your wife was expecting, there was a case of Sarin may have to just leg it. So I was just like, okay, fine. If you have to leg it, message me on the highway or call me on the highway and I'll end your stream. It's fine.
Because I have a certain amount of international calling where I could literally just call Sliver and be like, yo.
Help.
Yep.
Do the thing.
Push the button.
Yep. Wrong lever. Wait, no.
Speaking of the thing, I saw you made some good progress on the thing.
Oh God, yes. Yeah, I've been working for Argick's and the viewers' benefit. I've been working on a high channel point redemption for Sarin, which is the Death Star trench run redemption. So you can redeem, I think it's going to be like 10,000 channel points to attempt it.
Yes,
and during
it is
that,
an attempt, and it is not a guarantee.
Yeah, during the attempt, all the viewers can throw TIE fighters at you and try and shoot you, and they've got, I think, so at the moment, I think it's 1 in 200 chance because it feels about right for the number of viewers you'll probably have, and then the final hit is 1 in a million. Literally 1 in a million hit.
1 in a million.
Yep. I was working out the video, how to play the ending explosion video last night, and I'm looking forward to the first time someone manages to trigger that, because it ain't happening easily.
No,
you know,
and that's the thing, because that's where the quote from the movie comes in. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. You know, if you get that, I will go out of my way to buy you a month sub.
Yeah,
that is going to be a thing. Whoever gets that, I will go out of my way to get them a month sub.
Yeah.
It is looking good as well.
If it bugs and it goes off the first time,
I've given you buttons so you can make it easier. You can actually make it 1-to-1 chance, but that's just so I can test the damn thing. Because how do you test a 1 in a million chance hit? You know, 10k tempting. Yeah, Aegis, how many points do you have on Sarin's channel?
Oh, fuck me. We might have to up the point count a bit.
Yeah.
Or I might have to do a clean wipe on everyone.
I don't think you can. No.
A lot. Jeez. I mean, let's be honest. Aegis is the first one to say hello when my stream goes live.
Yeah. Same on mine. You probably got
for me. He was gonna wipe that. I said I was thinking about it. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, there's got to be some people that are like that on yours as well, your channel as well, Argick, because I know you've got a couple of redemptions, but you don't really have anything much in on those, do you?
No, I don't have a lot. Like, it's hard with channel point redemptions. The main one there, as you brought up, is just we can't control it. Like, Twitch is set the earning limit or the earning rate, and it just goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and there's nothing you can do about it. I know Moogle on mine has like over 1 million, and it's like, give me a redemption. It's like, I don't have anything. Like, because it's hard. You want to bounce them between things that your viewers can use that are cool and that's going to get used, but you don't want it to be like too distracting either. Like, you don't want it to take away from the content that you're planning to do, but then suddenly you're nothing but TIE fighters for the next 7 hours, you know?
I mean, there's a guy I started watching recently. He's a fairly new streamer, Unknown Imaginations, and he has a "Are you awake?" button, which is basically a gunshot going off.
Misty has one of those.
It
scares me every time.
Exactly. I'm like, listen to you, I hear boom, like the fuck, and he's like, oh, you know, so and so got me. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
The one that made me jump on Misty's channel as well. She was playing a horror game a bit ago. She has a recording of her scream. It is, and she's got the level set just right that it is ear-bleedingly loud. Like, I heard the scream. I was in the kitchen. I thought someone outside had got shot.
Same. I was, last time I heard it played, I was in the kitchen. I had some spaghetti in my hands, so like spaghetti, well, not in my hands, but sorting out my spaghetti and meatballs. I nearly dropped it everywhere.
Yeah. God.
Absolute chaos. But it's you've got to find some balance of. I mean, one of my friends, my D&D group, he pops into my stream every single time, and the only thing he says in a highlighted text is, "Can we please have something to spend points on?" And then doesn't comment for the rest of the stream.
And then doesn't. That's right. Yeah, can I spend points? No.
So I've got that copy and pasted with as a timeout for 30 seconds. If he ever comes back in and posts it again, he gets automatically timed out.
Nice.
Yeah, until we fix the thing. Sorry.
Yeah, it is one of those things as well. Because the other problem is as well is like when you're small and you're starting out, it's like, yeah, we can do this. That would be great. But then the moment you're like, yeah, this is fine at 10 viewers, at 20 viewers, all right, 50 viewers, you're cool. Then you get to 100 viewers and you're like, oh God, no.
Yeah.
And then any bigger than that, you're like, I'm in trouble.
And this is why that will have a timer, right? I mean, and the thing is, mine's not even that intrusive. It just runs along the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's really cool,
I mean,
actually.
it runs along the bottom of the screen. The TIE fighters come in from the side, so like, it does, go over the gameplay a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's not, obnoxious.
No, it's not.
And if it is, I just look at Sliver and say, hey, scale it down.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
that's smart. It's like a little mini game within the stream. Like, that's a cool one. And it's like the fishing ones that I've seen too. People do like little fishing game ones and whatnot, and they have it pop up over somewhere. It's like that's cool. It's like, as long as it's not ear-bleedingly piercing loud, that'll then get spammed by 500 people on it.
And I've never liked the audio ones either, right? Like, I like this one because, like I said, it's very simple. It runs along the bottom of the screen. It's similar to the couple of ones that I've seen where it's like, the parachute drop, and they just have the little person, fly back and forth across the screen trying to land on the target, and I'm like, that's a great idea. Hey, Sliver. And I saw Caedes go the other day. Hey, catching Pokemon on while my viewers watching. Hey, Sliver, I'm Monster Hunter World.
There's one that's built in for streamer.bot, and it's every now and again a Pokemon will appear on your screen. Your chat has a chance to throw Pokeballs, random chance, shinies. It's got a built-in Pokedex. You can see who's caught what, who's got the best success rate, non-intrusive. And I want that to be. I would love a Monster Hunter version of that, where a monster pops up and the chat just has to fight it.
Yeah,
it would be
sounds quite cool.
nice. And, yeah, I mean, I'm
you know what, and that would be nice, where it's like, you could get maybe like 4 people to put points in, and that's your party, and then they got to spend points on attack.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I've seen others that do it where the more people that join, the higher the chance of the group winning and things like that. And
Sliver is writing all this down because a new thing has popped up.
That's
Write anything down?
At the moment. I've still got Chocobo Racing to talk to him about. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh yes.
But yeah, it's finding that balance.
Chocobo race starting in a minute. Entry is 10,000 points, and then you have just the contestants running along the bottom of the screen. That'd be awesome.
That sounds dope.
I mean, Argick will know it, but the Final Fantasy VII Chocobo race where you've got the little heads across the bottom. That's literally all you need. Just different colours. Off you go.
Yeah, pretty much. That sounds fantastic.
Yes.
It looks like we have someone else that's willing to take up the reins on this. Hi, Reed.
Run while you still can.
Save yourself.
Well, actually, that might be a thing. As we grow, we probably would be looking for someone to do this kind of things for the Broken Respawn crew, take on these projects to get it off of Sliver's head, because this poor man, he hates me bugging him every week. The thing.
This took. I think we came up with this idea. The trench
concept to current progress. Over a year.
It was 2020, wasn't it? When you came up with it.
2020 is when I came up with the Droid Rush idea.
Oh, the Droid. Yeah. And then it must have been 2021 then, early 2021. And then I started it 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that annoys me about it is back when we all first started streaming, we all had our own individual bots, Nightbot, Streaming Labs, OBS, all that kind of stuff. And we had full control of our points, and we could do whatever we wanted, and we could set up things and take away and add and reward people. And then Twitch tried to kill that by adding in their own, and just did it so poorly.
Yeah, no, they have. Like, that's literally the problem, is like, we get what they were trying to do, and I wish they would take the time to go back through it and go, no, we will give you more control. If I could get them to give me one thing in the channel point system, just one
more thing
per user cooldown. You can set a global cooldown, but you cannot set a per user cooldown for any channel point effects.
I don't know if this helps you in any way, and it would mean running a second bot, but streamer.bot has that. You can set a global cooldown for it and a per user cooldown. And you can build channel rewards through the bot, which is... It takes a little more effort, but it's got a lot of control.
I think Firebot has that as well, thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Fireball, last I checked, didn't have the individual one. It had the overall cooldown, which is cool, but it didn't have the per user one. Whereas people could still go in and click the channel point button. It's like, oh, I can click this. It's like, no,
Don't.
They can click it. You can't.
Yeah.
It's not for another 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Because that would allow us to do a lot more stuff, and I think a lot more people would do more with channel points if they gave us the per user cooldown by default. And it's like, they just don't.
I keep finding that the features that Twitch pulls in, they're 90% of the way there, 80 to 90% of the way there, and then they just don't push it over the line. Like the recent bits triggers they added that are next to the channel points these days.
The power-ups.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, cool! You can trigger a thing with bits, and it goes straight through to the streamer, so you can put it in OBS. No, it triggers it local only.
Yeah.
For all viewers, and it's so
Which
horrible.
Means now we gotta capture that information with another bot and then trigger our own thing.
But you can't use it. There's no way there's no API for pulling that data out of it being triggered, and you can't turn it off.
No, but you can make them expensive.
Oh yeah! I mean, to be fair, if someone spends 10,000 bits on my channel, I'm like, you know what? Fine.
Yeah, no, you can have the bit celebration. I'm okay with that. Like, if you want to fill the screen up with everybody's watching with bits, go for it. I still think the funniest thing about that is when they first launched it. I don't know if you heard. They just randomly turned it on. But because it's on by default, and the default price was like, I don't know, I think it was like 100 bits or something. A lot of like the big name streamers had it just pop up and people spammed it. Like you could not watch their streams and they were all going, what the heck is this? Like, what is going on? And then it's like, yeah, no, that's fine. That's great. Like, don't get me wrong. They made bank that day, but it was the fact that randomly turned on and like however long they left it for was just nothing but like emote or bit wall. And it's like, yep, that sounds about right to me.
Yeah. I mean, I hope with all this that they've re-enabled the Twitch extension stuff. Because you can hook into bits and channel you can hook into bits and channel points as used by crowd control. Yeah. And if we can hook into that sort of thing, I've always been thinking of doing a fully flexible trigger system for that sort of stuff for anybody to use. Obviously, a bit of kickback to myself because that's the way the bit trigger stuff works. But yeah, because I think it's. You set the rate, but I think it's like 20% up to 20% to the extension creator.
Yeah,
or more.
80-20.
Yeah,
I believe it's
80-20.
Yeah,
which is good. Oh, to be honest, I'll put it at 5%. I don't care. I'll turn it all the way down so I get something for the server hosting, and that's about all I care about.
I think the thing that annoyed me about it is when they first dropped it. If you were in a channel and you hadn't claimed your little bonus reward bits yet, at a glance it looked like you've got no bits. Because they've put you've got no points because they added the bits in next to the points, which is usually 0 for most people. So all of a sudden, on Sliver's channel, for example, I'd have gone from 32,000, glanced down and seen 0. What the hell? And then you click on it and oh no, now it is there and it's showing it because I've claimed it. But it was a really cheeky little way of getting people to interact with it quickly by making them think they'd lost all their points. I didn't agree with it. A bit shady, that one.
That explains actually, because I remember someone going, "Where the fuck are all my channel points going?" And I was like, "I don't know," because some people on my channel have like 250,000, 500,000 points, even though I've got those 10,000k point channel rewards. It's like, I can't do anything. I'm sorry, but yeah.
No, I'd love to do something with them, but we are at the mercy of Mr. Bezos as always.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Oh dear. Yeah. I laugh every time I'm watching Pirate Software and I see the Bezos coming.
Yeah, just a bit.
Oh, it's advert time. I love the fact.
Good way to do it.
Oh yeah. Actually, I it's not worth me running ads. It's not worth me running ads. I've done it, and I've done the 3 minutes of ads an hour minimum, and one sub is more than I. Sorry, one sub earned me more than that ever did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Ads are like you know how it works. It's a case of you need more. You need more people. That's what that is.
Yeah, but I do like the way that Pirate Software did it. Just he stops the stream.
I think the only benefit of having the ads on is that you lose that pre-roll. So anybody raiding into you, they're not stuck in an ad for 2 minutes, 3 minutes as part of a raid, because they just go. That happens every time. If I get raided into someone and there's an ad, bye, I'm out.
Yeah.
So it can help your channel grow, but it's not the best way of doing it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't. The ads can be so poorly timed where it's like I know like. And it's another thing, it takes away focus from my gameplay because I'm watching, okay, when's the ad popping up? I need to pause the game here.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, okay, now we got to take a break while we wait for the people that haven't subscribed to now not miss any gameplay. So it was like, but that's also not fair to the subscribers who have paid to not hit the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the choice.
Yeah.
Do you stop the game and play the ads, or do you just keep playing and say, sorry, if you want to see it, you've got to sub, or go watch the VOD? There is no win on that for you.
No.
Yeah.
Because I know you do it. You're very careful with your runs a lot of the time when you can be to time it to when it's either it's a logical break of you're having to stop because you're restarting a run, or you've got an auto scroller section where it's going to be the same as Sonic stood on top of an airplane for the next 30,
well, there's also the option of triggering the ad early.
Yeah,
so
or delaying it.
Or delaying it. So I mean,
it's one of the good things that they have actually done, where if you do trigger it early, it doesn't move forward the next ad. So if you trigger an ad 20 minutes early, it's an hour and 20 to your next ad, not an hour. So you can do a little bit with it, which is really nice of them.
Yeah, but you've got to be wary of that, because while that is a good thing, you'll have an hour and 20, but you'll still only have an hour pre-roll free. So after an hour, your pre-rolls will come back on, so you'll have 20 minutes where there's pre-rolls that can happen. Now, they're not guaranteed to happen, but there's a 20-minute block where they can happen. So it's like, well, it's nice that they delay your ads. They've capped your pre-roll free to stop people going 15-minute countdown at the start, run ad 1, run ad 2, run ad 3. Cool, that's 3 hours of no more ads. Let's go.
Right.
So like there's reasons they've done it, but yeah, like for me, for the Sonic 8 is the perfect example. It's a 4 to 4.5 hour speed run. I'm running ads during that. I can't help that. But as Slither pointed out there, if Sonic's on a plane, he's on an auto scroller, it's the same every time. I'm just running ad during this. You ain't gonna miss nothing, and it's fine. But otherwise, yeah, I try and schedule my content around ads. But when you're doing first playthroughs and whatnot, or you're doing something really cool that you're enjoying, you don't want to stop. Like, you don't want to stop through it. It sucks. But what you can do is make your breaks interesting. Like Pirate Software, everybody's like, oh, Pirate Software just stops, and that's when the ads go. No, he will still talk about stuff. He'll have Jeffrey pop in, and it'll say ads in process. But he's still doing something. He's just not doing his main content. Like, he's got something. I've got an idea in mind for mine that I don't want to spoil until I've done it, but I have an idea for mine which will be quite fun. A little bit of interactivity that doesn't require me to be there, but something that'll be fun for people. And no, it's not words on stream.
No, that's HUD's thing. I must say, I really like. I love his words on stream. I really hate Gartic's on stream. I really hate that game. Just, oh my god. Chaos.
I didn't realize that Gartic on stream existed. I saw it one day and was like, what the heck is this?
yeah. It's
if this isn't what you've got planned, please don't take this as me suggesting it, because please don't do this. But it's not playing Sonic Pinball while the ads are up, is it? Chat-controlled Sonic Spinball.
Oh
God, no. See if I could have any games where it was just chat-controlled and was easy to set up on like the second PC, I would totally do that. But it's not that.
I've had ideas for things like that, similar to like Pokemon on stream, but a lot simplified, because stuff that can be just kind of, it runs at the same time, or it runs during Be Right Back or intro sequences, and it's just like, something that just every time they can sit there playing it, and chat's just left, right, up, down, B, A.
That's exactly it. It's like, give them something to do on that. That would be cool. Like if I could do the crowd control spinballs and stuff, I would. But that's just, no, you need a proper session for that. You can't just do that in a 5-minute window.
What was the game that Peanut the dog played? Where the guy's just walking along and it's just red and blue with the lifts.
Gyromite.
Yeah, that's 2 buttons. Chat can control that relatively easily. They can fight over it.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can beat Peanut the dog. I bet you can.
Honestly, that would be a funky idea. Yeah. Go for it. Have it set up. Just
Write that one down.
BRB. Gyromite now loads up. And you're like, ooh, what's this? Press B for press A for the red and B for the blue, and then watch them fail.
Yeah.
And as you say, if you've got a second rig set up, nothing that they're doing can ever interact with what you're doing, so there's no bleed over at all. So,
well, in theory,
well,
it's never that easy.
Yeah, it would be something that would probably be wanted to run as an overlay in OBS, so it's completely self-contained. And also so you can turn it off easily. It's not running up a emulator in the background or anything like that.
No plan survives contact with Twitch chat.
No.
No, God, no.
No.
They're done that. This would be fine. No.
The number of times they broke the Minion Geddon overlay. I'm still waiting for someone to break that again. My Minion... Have you seen my Minion Geddon overlay, Arg? I can't remember if I showed you it. There's 100 minions and a giant minion that appear on screen over, and the channel. That's my mega channel point thing. 10,000 channel points. You can trigger that every half hour. It's also set to go off if you give me 500 bits or more.
Nice.
Someone has triggered it 6 times in a row and it lagged my computer. That is why there's a delay on that one. But also, if you're going to send me 3,000 bits, fine, okay, carry on.
Yeah, no, if you're giving me that bit for it, yeah, no, I'll do that. What'd you do? We broke the stream. Fine by me. You paid me to do it.
Yep.
How many TIE fighters did you end up spawning in before it broke?
It didn't break on my computer, at least. But it was 200 or 300 at once. I'm using the game engine for it.
And the computer didn't break, but the browser crashed.
Oh yeah, I crashed the browser. Yes, it was up to about 2,000 or 3,000 items in the game engine before it just crapped the bed.
Because that's TIE fighters and shots combined.
And it was also tracking all their paths. So it was in debug mode, so it had a little line on screen, so I could see where the hell they're meant to actually be going, so I could check what was going on. And yeah, it lagged that out because I didn't get it to delete the paths after it had finished. So I was just like, oh yeah, this is gonna crash. Oh, there goes the browser. Oops. Yeah. But yeah, I
keep looking for and trying to find is a way to have an interface that shows what stream can see over the game. So I know it's doable because I've seen someone do it. Excuse me.
Oh yes.
So like have it on my screen up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what chat's seeing, any overlay like the Minion Geddon or like the trench run, would appear on my view of the game as well, like an always on top click through interface, so that people can throw things in my way and stop me from being able to do stuff and interrupt my gameplay as a one-off reward, not as a constant thing. But I know it's possible, and I need to find out how to do it.
Because we saw it done at ESA. It was
yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Not Sarah.
It was Metroid, whatever it was.
Metroid. She was actually dressed in a Metroid suit.
It's a really good run as well.
Oh yeah, but it had that chaos over the top.
Yeah, but Selena, I believe.
Selena, that's the one.
Yes.
Yeah, but it can't really go into her channel and say, hey, how do you do your thing? Because it feels a bit wrong, you know.
I'm here to steal your content. Please tell me how.
Please.
Please, Gib.
Please.
I believe it was just Fireball, and it was Fireball's overlay.
Fireball can do that?
Yeah.
I mean,
on screen, actually over the game you're playing. That was the thing.
So.
Depending on the game, because I know if I'm playing an emulated game and I'm running it through my OCCR, I can do that no problem because I'm playing through a pad, I'm not interacting with the PC. If I'm playing Space Marine 2, not so much. I do technically have a way of doing it, but it's really jank involving splitters and HDMIs, and I'm not worth it.
Yeah, doing it that way was the way we were thinking. I thought of doing it as literally an OBS output and otherwise. But yeah, if you what do you search for that? Screen overlay. Oh my god, where are we now? Oh look, you can put crosshairs in the middle of your screen. I wonder what that's for. Yeah, unfortunately I don't want to use any of those because I think certain games, especially Valve Anti-Cheat, would probably flag those.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that you bring in the interaction. That's like, it was why crowd control, they did a really interesting thing. And they were like, why don't we do multiplayer games? Or why don't we do this game or X big game? And the answer is because it's a live game and it's on servers and we just get flagged as cheats. And we've asked companies, can we do this? And they've went, nope. Nope. It's like, oh.
There's a little bit of a
that, we
difference
do have
between
Unreal Tournament, and Unreal Tournament, that's a good game. It shows you why everybody has Redeemer.
Unreal Tournament. Unreal Tournament, server grade.
OG Unreal Tournament? Or
2004?
No. Both. They've got both available. But we did it on the OG. We did it on the OG, and it was a case of, it was you spawn in, and there were effects that affected either player in first, player in last, or just everybody. And when we meant everybody, we meant everybody that was in the server. It was amazing. But I can see why they wouldn't want you to do it. Can you imagine jumping into a game of Fortnite? There's 100 of you playing, and one person's using crowd control, and suddenly that person's chat goes, "Oh, everybody now has whatever overpowered weapon," and you're like, "Oh heck!" Like
sniper
where did
mode.
This come from?
Rocket launcher mode, of course.
Everybody is now running at 3 times the speed. You're like, what?
The second it's outside of a private lobby, it's just too much of a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we had that as well with it was 7 Days to Die would work as well with the privates with the server thing, but it would target the person specifically. So like when I had it, I was running around and I was getting chased by snakes, and Sarin was running around and getting chased by some other zombie and something like that. But we had a few people that weren't streaming, and they weren't getting chased unless they were near us, because the AI would actually go, "Oh, snake, get him."
Actually, you got to remember to set who the streamer is for that one, because I had accidentally not changed it, and Kiki was set as the streamer for that one. So someone had redeemed something, and all of a sudden Kiki's getting attacked. I am sorry, Kiki. That was the funniest shit ever. Hearing you just randomly scream as you're trying to build a base.
To be fair, getting a couple of streamers together and having Sliver targeting Sarin, Sarin targeting me targeting Arg targeting, and just have the chat versus mode, essentially.
Yeah.
We're trying to help you.
That could be an idea for next year.
That could be interesting. Yeah, like, actually. Yeah, chat's targeting HUDs.
Honestly, I do want to get back into Broken Respawn community content again.
Yeah,
that's the one thing we haven't really been able to do a lot of this year, is where the 3-4 of us sit down, play a game for stupidity.
Yeah, the closest we've had is the X-Wing tabletop with me and thee.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm having a blast with that, but you can see where the AI limitation is now, because Caedes is at the point. He's like, "Didn't we play this mission already?"
Less than did we play this mission already, and just where the hell have I got the mission brief that's in my head from? Because that doesn't exist. I've just made one up in my own subconscious.
For Arg's benefit, the roleplay thing that Sarin's been running, he's done through ChatGPT, was it?
ChatGPT. So what I'm doing is basically I'm feeding input into ChatGPT for scenarios, and I'm telling it which board game we want to use for the upcoming scenario. So whether it's Star Wars X-Wing or Star Wars Imperial Assault, and it builds a campaign based off that and previous mission results. So whether the Rebels have advantage or the Imperial has advantage. And I'm using, because I have zero creative ability whatsoever, so I'm using ChatGPT to kind of help me write the story, and me and Caedes play it out.
Makes sense.
And it has been very fun. And ChatGPT is getting so good. It's really putting some nice little twists in there now.
Like, actually, this recent one was actually, I think they did upgrade the AR model, because I just put in the mission results. I didn't even have to put in the location for the next mission or anything. It just referenced the history of the chat and went, okay, here's the mission results. Here's where you're playing next. Here's the map layout. Here's your units, go. And here's your intro. Here's your story. Here's your intro scroll. Here's your narrative story. So that's the part that I say. Here's your units. Here's your win and loss conditions.
And in this case, a turn limit as well, which is something it's never issued before.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm just going through crowd control now to see what else has been added that I've missed.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Exactly what I was about to say. Well, there's an excuse for another playthrough.
I had a look and I went, what have they added on that? Oh, basically everything.
So
My favorite one that I think I've seen is cast Fireball on whichever target is here, including yourself. Oh.
You were absolutely crazy for doing Banjo-Kazooie. That was madness.
Banjo-Kazooie was surprisingly interesting. Like, I prepared with that because I'm like, there are certain combos I do not want you to do, or if you are doing them, they will be highly priced. Those ones didn't get used. There were other combos that I did not expect that people then went, we can put these together and he's screwed. And I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
To the point that I never got to see any of the other levels other than the first two because everybody kept sending me back. Or worse, forward with no abilities.
Oh, God.
The two that I noticed mainly was they kept nicking your ability to climb.
Yep.
They kept giving you fly everywhere so that you couldn't jump.
Couldn't jump, which I didn't expect. I didn't think fly anywhere we're stealing your ability to jump. And then they kept sending me to click log wood. I can't do anything in there.
And then my favorite one was they turned you into a washing machine, and you were like,
what?
"Oh, great! There's nothing I can do here." But then you realised that it actually was immune to the acid, so you just jumped in and cheesed
like,
the
wait a
gummy.
minute, I can do that. Got the green ginger, was like, yeah, screw you, team. And then they went to steal green ginger, and I was like, never mind.
Oh, did it put it back in the level, or did you have to exit the level and come back in?
We never actually figured that out. So, like, it looks like once it was collected, you would have to leave the level and re-enter it if they stole it from you, which obviously in Banjo-Kazooie is bad, because leaving and re-entering resets
Full reset,
the level.
yeah.
But they were too busy warping me left, right, and center that we never got a chance to figure that out anyway.
Yeah. It just reminded me of something that I've got recently. I have Banjo-Tooie. The problem is, obviously, you won't be able to do crowd control on it because it's an official proper copy.
It's a cart.
Yeah. But I'm kind of looking forward to it and not looking forward to it at the same time. Because I still have...
Banjo-Tooie is interesting. It's a significantly longer game compared to the first one.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah. The first one you can do in I don't know, say like maybe 4 or 5 hours. You could go through it and have a great time with it.
I think I spent 20 hours on it.
I mean, well, yeah, back in the day you could spend that much time on it too. It's fine. But it's like, if you're experiencing those games, yeah, you're fine. Then you go and play Banjo-Tooie and you're just like, damn, this game is so much bigger. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Remembering that they were on the same console and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, right. Okay. Is it noticeably better? Because obviously
it's noticeably bigger. Like it's not necessarily better. It's bigger. Okay. I know the levels are interlinked. Like you won't be able to get everything the first time you play through a level. You will need to come back and activate things. Like you've played Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
Remember how in some of the levels you had the Gruntilda switches that activated the jiggies in the hub world?
Yeah.
Imagine that, but expanded to, no, you need to do something in one level that's further on to get something in a level further back. And it's like, oh, okay then.
Yeah, because I need to go...
It's cool how it's like all interlinked. It's like they made it where it was like linked up this time.
Yeah, I need to go back to Kazooie and finish it, because I got through the game show.
Ah, yes.
And then I got to the next bit, and I was just like, "You need to do what now?" It's like 120 pieces or something, or all the jigsies or something like that.
I was gonna say there was the note doors and that. You were right at the end of the game.
Yes,
is the thing.
Yeah,
like that's the end of the game. There, you're like, you gotta do this. Oh, okay.
Yep. I need to go back and do it. I think the tanker level's the one that's currently screwing me. Last time I looked. I've got most of the other ones that tank. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, I need to finish that. But I was doing that one on Switch. I gave up on I got so annoyed with the with the game show that I actually cheesed it. I got the wrong answer. Rewind. Ironically, I only had to do it once. I only had to rewind once, which was lucky. But yeah. Unlike my my Zelda 1 save, I pressed I pressed load instead of save and loaded over a blank save.
Yeah.
This is why I always tell people to have good save discipline. Save over slot 1, slot 2, then slot 3, then slot 1, then slot 2, then slot 3. Always have a good save. I genuinely, this is not a joke. On the PC version of Final Fantasy VII, give me a save point, I will load it. I have every single save point loaded. If you're going to give me 15 memory cards worth of saves, you better believe I'm using them.
And then your new pretty toy you've got.
Oh yes, I mean this is one that Argick is very familiar with. It's the PlayStation version of the memory card. I know you've been going for the GameCube one, if I remember right.
Yeah, Mem Card Pro, let's go. Yeah, I'm waiting for my GameCube one. They delayed it. It was meant to be this month. It's now next month. It's like, oh.
It's extremely good. Now, I will warn you, I found one glitch with it, and I think it's specifically because I've got a wireless pad for the PS2 as well. If they're both in slot 1s, they draw too much power, and the memory card doesn't like to save. It'll get halfway through its upload and then stop. That's the only bug I've found. So, but all you need to do is turn off the auto upload and do it manually. So, nice and easy fix.
Yeah.
Nope, I am wired on my GameCube, so I should be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. Just having unlimited memory card space and not giving a damn about region, because I didn't realize until I started playing NTSC games that memory cards have to be formatted based on the region that you own.
Yep.
Oh,
Really?
that's a pain.
Oh god.
Yes.
Yep.
You cannot put an NTSC save file on a PAL memory card and vice versa. The memory cards themselves are not like dependent on that. You can buy an American memory card and format it to PAL. That's fine. But you have to have your save data split.
Right. Okay, that's not great. Because I know there's a Dreamcast one coming out of that style as well. I've seen recently.
I imagine there'll be one for pretty much every. If they don't do one for Xbox OG, I'd be surprised as well, because that used to have memory cards. It's built into the pad, weirdly.
Yeah. There's a new Dreamcast one coming out that is either, I can't remember. Someone's redone a perfect copy of it that has a decent battery life, which is great. But I think someone else is working on one that's a memory card pro style one, multi memory card. I think they did that. I need to find it again.
Yeah, because that's curious. Because the memory card for a Dreamcast was the little VMU. It was actually a little console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
it is phenomenal though. Like, if you'd have told me in 2000 that one day I'll be playing my PlayStation 2 with a wireless controller on an SD memory card through my PC to however many people around the world, I wouldn't have even understood the concept.
Yeah. Retro tech is fantastic. I love it.
Amazing. I would love to get the big, not the bigger version of the OSSC that you've got. Would love to get that, but it's
the Retro Tank 4K. Yeah.
So
Retro Tank 4K has been very nice.
Have a link.
I'm not gonna lie. Thank you. I got it for one reason and one reason only for the Retro Tank 4K, and that was I got fed up of resolution switching.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, your resolution is switching. I'm blanking out your capture feed. No, you're not. I'm fed up with that. Dreamcast VM2. Very nice.
There's another one on the
like it.
Yeah, there's another one on the horizon that's done by a different company that's also coming, but I just can't. I have to find the link in the review that I read originally.
So
but
before Argick does has to bail for the evening, which is at any point now, I do have a request, Argick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have the stick?
You want my stick?
I
can show you my stick.
I require a guest appearance from the stick.
Look at my stick.
I love this thing. Because this is what retro tech is. It's finding what works and making it part of your life.
Okay. So, for context and why they're so excited about this, we're talking about retro tech. We're talking about great stuff. So what I do is I do a speedrun known as the Sonic 8, which is a speedrun through Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic & Knuckles, Sonic CD, Sonic 3D, Sonic Spinball, and Sonic Mania, all back to back. 7 out of 8 of those games are ran on actual Genesis, because I have the OSSC upscaler, the Retro Tank 4K upscaler now, that allows me to use retro hardware. And I'm like, yeah, this is great, this is awesome. My console is over there. It is not within reach. I cannot reset it from there. And originally I was like, I need to be able to reset these consoles because I use a flash card. I have a Mega EverDrive. It's like, that's fine. I don't have to physically get up and swap cartridges, even though I could do that if I wanted to. How do I reset it? And I started looking into things like Bluetooth buttons or Wi-Fi enabled buttons that allow you to, you press the button and it'll do the thing. They're all massive. They don't work. They're there to hit like big garage door buttons that have a massive footprint on it. You can't hit a tiny, long little reset button. So for a high-tech problem requires a low-tech solution. Introducing Arg's Reset Stick. This is a very long piece of bamboo that has a rubber on the end. The rubber here protects the console, but allows you to slide in and just hit your reset button. You can see it has much use here, but with the long length on this, it allows me to just reach down to my console and go, whoop. And
a little bit of rubber goes a long way to protecting a lot of long sticks.
Little bit of rubber does go a long way. It's very, very important. But we have it, and it's great. And we use this to reset any consoles that are available. Unfortunately, it is not touch capacitive. So any of those new fancy consoles, this cannot work for. But for your GameCubes, your Dreamcast, your N64s, and of course your Genesises or Mega Drives as we had them, it's wonderful. But yes, this is my shtick. Unfortunately, you couldn't buy a singular bamboo stick. So I have another 10 of these in the corner, ready to just stick a rubber on the end, and there we go.
Genuinely, next UKSG, whenever it is, I know we've got one coming up in January, but if you were to give away bamboo, people would go mad.
Listen, I've had an idea of something I really want to do.
Go get a couple of rubbers, put them on the stick, slap a sticker, slap a sticker with your stream logo on it. The Argick stick, and just pass them out.
Trust me, I've already had the idea. The way bamboo works, you can see it on this one or maybe there, but it's like it's segmented. So it's like snap it at the segments and then have the mini reset stick. It's a memento of Arg where you can stick a little rubber on the end of it, and you've got a mini reset stick that you can then give away to people. And then as you say, like have an Arg sticker or something on it.
You heard it here first.
It sounds like he was ahead of us.
I'm thinking about it, but I'm not. The irony is that it would cost me more to ship the stick than it would to make them. That's the problem I have right now.
It's like £2 for a pack of 10.
KSG.
Yeah.
Just hand them out.
One for you. I had an idea of how to do the capacitive one as well. You know the copper tape you can use for getting slugs to naff off. Just put that along the length of it. Oh right, yeah, you can get copper tape for because slugs don't like electrical fields and stuff. They obviously like licking a 9-volt battery, except they're an entire ton. Yeah. But the copper does that to them because of the salt in their body, that sort of thing. But you could just run that along the length, and as you're holding it, it would count as capacitive.
Ah.
Yeah. Anyway,
well, it has been a pleasure. Would you like to do your shout outs, and we will not delay you any further?
As I know you've got a thing tonight.
You can. I have meetings. I wish it was fun. Yeah. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Argick. I've recently started geo streaming to YouTube, so you can get me at youtube.com/Argick as well. Just if you follow me, you can see me. We'll be doing a lot of Sonic X Shadow Generations because that officially launches tomorrow. So expect a lot of speedruns of that coming out. And then a big thing coming up that I've not officially announced yet. So this is a bit of an exclusive on it. In the middle of November, I'm thinking the second and third week, not confirmed yet, but we are going to be doing a speedrun of the entire Sonic series. It's called the Sonic Speed Play. It is going to be starting from Sonic 1 all the way back in 1991, all the way up to Sonic X Shadow Generations. I have counted, it is 70 games and is currently scheduled, using my estimates, of about 81 hours. So it's can we do that in 2 weeks? We'll find out. Make sure you join us for that. It's going to be a big one. It'll be good fun.
I am here for that. You're a madman, but I'm here for it.
Yep. Should we do the rest of the shout outs and end early?
Yeah, I think that's a suitable go. Well, end on time for once, you mean?
Shut up, you. For that, you can go next, Caedes.
What about Star Citizen talk?
Nope, not allowed.
Nope. Caedes.
I am CaedesEnder. I now have an actual schedule, as messed up as it is. I will be live tomorrow with the first play of the new RPG on stream, which is going to be Eternal Sonata, an old Xbox 360 classic. And then we'll be continuing that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I believe we've got to catch up with Beneath a Steel Sky for our retro play. So, yeah, join me over on twitch.tv/CaedesEnder. Sarin?
And I am SarinTal. I mainly stream Thursdays and Fridays, whereas the alternate Thursday is taken up by this podcast here. I play Star Wars and Star Citizen, and over on my other channel, we do the Beyblade stuff, which there will be a Halloween-themed Beyblade event on the 27th, so make sure you guys are following the right channel for that. Hopefully we have power at the location, and I'll be able to stream it live. Beyond that, I'm a busy man with a busy life, a sick kid and wife right now, so I'm enjoying what little time I have while they nap. Sliver.
Yep, and I'm TBSliver. You can find me on twitch.tv/TBSliver every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. UK time, where at the moment I am playing my way through Satisfactory, which is turning into a 200 or 300 hour playthrough. I am 50 hours in. Oh dear. Other than that, every Wednesday we currently try and do more of the thing, or other software development style stuff, unless my brain's just entirely not with it, which we play Satisfactory. Eventually...
Oh yeah, because you don't need a brain for that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's weird. I don't need a brain for all the maths in that. We will probably be pulling in another game soon, because Satisfactory has taken over the last, month of streams for me. So we'll see what else we've got. There's so many new releases that I just haven't had time to catch up with them. So we shall see, especially as I think it's next weekend is the Monster Hunter Wilds preview demo. And there's not enough time in the week. There's not enough time in the year. I got my partner's visiting, and I don't want to deny her the chance to play it either. So I've got to figure out that as well, because otherwise she will stab me, probably with a greatsword.
You need another computer at your place, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I've got the ROG, so that's kind of my plan. Is either I or she plays on the ROG, and the other plays on the main rig.
So I guess in 2 weeks from now, we're gonna try to get a droid on the podcast, and we'll talk Star Citizen and everything that happened about the Argick. Do you play or no?
Nope.
Nah,
good call. But Wilds, on the other hand,
we'll get Droid. We'll get maybe Sliver in, because he hasn't really seen anything, so he could be the one in the backseat right now, trying to figure out what's going on.
I've seen some of the videos, so yeah. Anyway,
we'll talk about it then. We'll see if we can get maybe one more person to chat about it. But there was a lot of good content, and I do want to kind of do a quick
CitizenCon was last weekend in Manchester.
My goodness.
Yep.
Oh, I actually woke up at 2 a.m. to watch it from start.
Nice.
I don't know if we'll be able to get Morph, but Droid, if you want to try reaching out to him, and we'll see.
Yeah, we can try that in the back end.
Or Wasted, or something like that. Someone will be interested. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that has been us for this week. Thank you very much, Argick, for joining us on quite short notice. Sorry about the short notice. We shall have to get you back on a bit sooner. We need to try and get Huds on at some point, because that'll be fun.
That'd be fun, yeah.
Yeah. See if we get you and Huds on.
You don't want that. You'll not have a show if you do that. We'll just keep talking.
That's fine. Like we don't.
Exactly. We can have a week off.
Yeah. Well, actually, we were going to get you on. We were going to try and get you on for a Final Fantasy Crazy special, but that requires me figuring out how to fit 9 people on screen.
Yeah, that's also not happening.
Yeah, that's going to be actual chaos. But that's going to be it from us. See you in 2 weeks' time for what sounds like it's going to be a Star Citizen special. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining, and we'll catch you all next time. Ta-ra.
Goodbye, folks.